Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 6 of Let's Talk.
Good afternoon, bro.
We could start off with the humanity accepting more and more things that don't need to be accepted. And where does it need to stop?
Transsexuals.
Like,
Transsexuals.
What? What did you say?
He said, where does that line need to stop? I'm saying, I don't care how you feel, Joe. You my homie and all. That transsexual line, I'm not really banging with. Okay, it's going to be 2 more years before people say, you love who you love. Why can't I marry this 10-year-old even though I'm 45? Then that's when you're going to draw the line, huh?
Yeah.
Is that when you're going to draw the line?
It happens in different countries, but...
Is that when you going to draw the line, Drew? That's my question.
I'll probably draw the line at that. Probably.
But why?
But why?
If that's if they truly feel and truly love.
Is this on the conversation of religion or the conversation?
No, this conversation pre-religion because you had asked another question.
Yeah.
I mean, boy.
Yeah. Let's see this. Let's see how you just walk backwards.
Walk backwards?
Yep.
Okay, well, at a certain age, you didn't really know the concept of love or marriage just yet. But then when you're put into it, if you're put into it right then and there, it's going to be a little difficult for you to realize what you're getting yourself into. On top of that, I'm sorry, guys, because she just sent us a really big picture of Ashely. Looks distressed. Basically, yeah, so when you're put into it right there and then, when you start to grow up and you realize, like, what marriage is and what love is, then you'll have, like, an idea of the situation. But I feel like let's say, for instance, like, if you get married and you're 10 and you're getting married to, like, a 65-year-old, that's a big distance between...
Like, that's not a big distance for love, though.
What do you...
That's my argument for you right now.
No, I'm saying, I'm so tired, guys.
I'm not going to choose an argument with her today. It's kind of late. I won't start an argument.
I feel like this should have stopped it. I feel like the line of acceptance should have stopped at being gay.
Huh?
I'm about to lose a lot of...
Mm-hmm. I think you already lost.
You didn't say anything bad, bro.
But I'm just saying, like, a lot of people think being gay is a... I mean, I have family who are gay, but I don't think that it's... I don't think it's human nature to be gay because we were put here to reproduce. You know what I'm saying? And the only way, well, not the only way, but the natural way to reproduce is between a man and a woman. And if you go against what you're put here for and your goals, then you either have a mental illness or you don't want to complete your goals as a human.
So, our goal as a human is to reproduce.
Yes.
So what if I don't want that goal?
Then you are fucking up the combo.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Okay.
What if the planet is overpopulated?
Yo, bro, your mic working now, son. You bro. The planet's overpopulated?
Yeah.
What if my goal is to just fuck? Like,
the thing is, bro.
Use condoms.
What?
All right.
Would gay people really stop overpopulation?
I might not put my whole...
It doesn't stop that.
Today.
Does...
I'm mad tired.
Murder stops overpopulation.
Yeah.
Death stops.
So you're saying we should just be murdering?
But then there was
No,
one
I
instance.
never said that.
There was one instance where science stopped population because for a large majority of the Latin population in America, there were people that actually like drugged women, and it actually stopped the reproductive capabilities.
Yeah.
They stopped having kids. You can't just say, like, murder and all that stuff. And on top of that, if you want to single out the human race, at the end of the day, we're still an organism, a free-thinking organism. So you can by all means, oh, good Lord. You can by all means compare us to penguins and stuff like that. Penguins, dolphins, whatever. Penguins have same-sex relationships.
They do?
Yeah, they do.
So sloths, my nigga.
So the sloths.
So are we sloths? Are we penguins?
No.
I'm not saying we are.
We above them?
I'm not saying we are. I'm not saying we're above them either.
If you say it's defying nature and shit, like, you know,
defying nature. How are you gonna categorize what nature is if you are you're the outcome of nature? You can't really say like what nature was supposed to be.
What you missing?
You're still living
is that these fruit basket animals, when time to get busy and start fucking some bitches for some reproduction, they get busy. Like 75% of sloths are considered homosexual during mating season. He ain't looking for no nigga. He clapping some cheeks and then he going back to the nigga. It's it's like now they're 100% going against the grain. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Whose phone is vibrating?
JP's.
So yeah,
Just
so
say your own name.
that's what I'm saying.
JP's going to third.
I feel gay people they barely cross that line where I'm like I will accept. You feel me? I'm accepting of.
You'll accept it.
Let's see, get it. I'm acceptable the individual, but I'm not very fond of the action. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying they're less of a human. I'm just not fond of the action. Transsexualism, that line
is way overboard.
Yeah, it's way past it. That's like a Hatchet sketch.
And then what I think
it's like a what?
I don't know. Hatchet sketch was the first thing came to my head.
Hatchet sketch?
Yeah.
I see some Hatchet sketch things that are like fucking beautiful.
I personally think if we accept transgenders, then in a couple of years we're accepting pedophiles. Personally,
I don't see how that correlates.
No. I see where you're going with this because
how does it?
No, let me explain. Right. So at the beginning of time there was this line. There was like you cannot go past this line.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
you can't. There was a time where you
and
can't.
And then homosexuality got past that line. You know. And then now transgenderism is starting. People are starting to push it past that line.
Mm-hmm.
What's next after that line? Humans just naturally want to push the line.
Yeah.
Rebellion, shit like that, naturally want to push the line. What's the next line? It's either fucking kids or fucking animals. That's the way I can see it.
Yep.
It's a kind of if you give an inch, they'll take a mile type of thing.
Yeah.
So
or they'll just back up on the legal age of consent age, like back it up to maybe 14. And they'll just keep on lowering it until
like back on this age of consent shit, my nigga.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, we had this discussion before, but eventually the number is going to be so little that a 45-year-old man is going to be able to have sex with a 6-year-old child, and it could reach that point. I'm not saying it is going to reach that point, but with the path that we're going with as a humanity, it definitely might reach that point, and it doesn't look like it's too far. I don't feel it's too far because I'm already seeing memes on social media saying that they're just kids inside. You saw that meme, right? With the guy and then he's like faded in the background.
The silhouette of,
right. And then there's a little kid. You telling me that's not getting pushed a lot now? That's getting pushed way too much now.
I haven't seen that in a little bit.
But everything getting pushed way too much.
I don't see how that correlates.
No, we're not saying it correlates on transgender people.
Not like that, but I don't see how it goes from like point A to point B.
No. Point A was being straight. Point B was being gay. Point C was transgenderism. What's going to be point D? If you could think the next thing that is going to push the whole forward, like what you want to have sex with, what you identify yourself as with, what do you think is going to be next? Mm-hmm. Either you start believing you're an animal or age is in a number. That's really the only way I see it.
I don't really understand how.
I'm not saying being gay or even being transgender is wrong because they're pushing boundaries and the next boundary may be met. I'm not saying they're wrong. What I'm saying is boundaries gonna keep getting pushed. I just naturally feel transgenderism is wrong. I just naturally feel, I ain't gonna lie. Homosexuality, that's a thin line.
Yeah, it's a thin line. I can accept it, but I just...
Being a transgender, it's not that I think it's wrong, but I feel the way it's like, since it's such a new topic, like we're just being accepting of gays. For transgender to come right on top of that, it's like
so quick.
Like, how do you handle that? Yeah. Like now they're saying, trans shouldn't have to tell you they're trans. You should just tell them you don't like trans. Like, if I'm going on a date with what I perceive as a woman, why must I inform her that I don't want a trans? If I want a trans, I'll look for a trans. But since they say they're women, I can't say they're not women, even though I live by chromosome setup. I don't live by if you got a penis or not, because sometimes niggas go to war and get their dick chopped off. I still be like, yo, you a nigga, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say you not a nigga because you ain't got a dick. I'm gonna say you a nigga because you got a Y chromosome. So that's just how I see it. So I just feel
it almost makes it seem like it almost makes it seem like you guys are kind of disregarding because recently the LGBTQ community got extended. Like there are more names. What it sounds like you guys are saying is like the only categories of being not straight are LGBTQ. Well, LGBT.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
And the next thing that's coming forth after transgender is something that is in our society wrong.
I mean, transgenderism was wrong before, right?
I think you're completely missing the point.
No, I get your point, but what it makes it sound like in our society, it was wrong.
But there was a
Thailand,
point in
it's not
time
wrong
that
at all.
being gay was a complete
Hold
crime, and
on.
you were sentenced to death for it.
Yeah, but
be
then
like the
there was also a
1400s.
time when people were afraid of medicine because medicine was witchcraft. And now it saves your life, so I don't see what the problem
But I
is.
think, Joe, you're missing the point, though.
No, I get the point. I'm just saying, like, you guys, it almost sounds like you guys are saying, don't get me wrong, I get the point. It almost sounds like you guys are saying that after transgender is coming something that's socially unacceptable. When you guys know good and well now that there's more than LGBT community. There's LGBTQ.
But half them shits is just repeats. Like Q,
something,
Q is that ass just like LGBT resaid into one thing.
Two. Haven't?
Like queer is like literally just what you identify yourself with. Like one's a completely unnecessary letter in the whole stat. It's kind of just repeating the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't believe men can be bisexual either. So I'm taking that B out the way unless we're talking about women. I naturally do not feel men can be bisexual. I feel once you a pillow biter or you like men who bite pillows, you're gay. You're gay.
Yeah, you gay. You can't.
No bisexualness. I believe that's how it works.
I don't see how.
I'm not going to speak on bisexuals.
All right.
Not right now.
I feel like I should have been absent for this podcast.
No, I'm not saying no. I just how I naturally feel. I'm not saying it's wrong. I ain't gonna say being transgender is right. I'll be the first to tell you that.
I feel like at the end of the day,
I don't fucks with it.
At the end of the day, it's the person who identifies himself as such.
So if a 28-year-old nigga identifies himself as a 9-year-old, you gonna say it's okay?
That is not what I was talking about.
But see but you understand where the line is crossed. You understand when you personally cross that line.
Yeah, I
so why can't
that.
you understand why anybody else cross that line without them?
Because I was talking about LGBT, and then the fact that you guys are saying the next step is pedophilia.
I'm not saying
we're saying
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that, like, please, can you give me an idea of what the next step would be? If you have an idea,
the next step would be one of the things that are the newer. Well,
give me one of the newer
highlighted parts
transgender.
of the LGBT.
What can be next after accepting transgender completely?
I'm saying that's the top pinnacle.
Asexual, two-spirited,
but there's nothing wrong with being asexual. Nobody shits on asexual.
No, I'm just saying.
There
are other things that
but we're talking about society accepting. Nobody disaccepts asexual because nobody knows if they're asexual. It's nobody's business. And if they don't want to have sex with you, they don't want to have sex with you. Mm-hmm. Cool. Bland.
But
nobody should.
As a transgender, you're still looking for other people, and you're still bringing other people into your life. As an asexual, you're not bringing other people into your life.
Yes, you are. Not sexually, obviously, because
but they want.
You're not sexually attracted.
An asexual person doesn't let you think they're not asexual. Let that be 100% on. They're not even on. They, a lot of times, ain't even either into the idea of sex thing, let alone a nude. Mm-hmm. That does not interest them. They let that be known. Mm-hmm. I just want an intellectual relationship, not in any way a sexual one. They let that be known. A trans, they don't. Look at the guy who stabbed that person up. Did that person let him know it was a trans?
Wait, what happened?
The guy who stabbed up the trans, right? You remember that a bunch of times. The trans didn't let him know. The trans brought him into life, into his whatever life. Mm-hmm. And then she didn't let it be known until after he got his business done.
That he a trans.
Yeah, that he a trans.
Well,
that's not fair to the guy. Mm-hmm. But people are saying trans should be allowed to do that because people want to kill trans. See how thin this line is? It's like, do the trans...
People should be allowed to do
trans argument, counter-argument for the reason why they don't tell why they're transsexual is because they're fear for their life that the person would try to hurt them just due to the fact they're transsexual.
I mean, is true in some cases.
But you see how thin that line is. So now they don't have to tell. Now they don't got to tell because they're scared for their life. But the other person is now being misled.
But then that's also a little conflicted because of the fact that it's protection of their life, but then it's a little... Like, if you're in a relationship and the other person has the right to know in some cases...
all cases.
If the person that the transgender individual is dating, they feels like a little wishy-washy, and they might
feel
have to wait.
About them, you shouldn't be dating them in first
That too, but then if you feel like you have to wait in order to tell them just to like get them to know you.
But why must you wait till sex? That's my thing. Why must when the pillow biting involved, must you inform them that, yeah, I used to have a penis? Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's...
Oh, okay. I get it.
Or even if you take the pants off and you do find a penis.
Yeah, they take the pants off and you do find the penis. I'm just saying,
I'm saying
this is
if you're talking to the person before you get to the sex part, then you should probably tell them. But then when it comes to the
But they don't. None of them do.
But then, how are you going to say none of them?
Some of them do.
Some of them do.
Majority don't.
I don't know enough trans to know if they do or don't. All I'm saying is that this current trans line right now is like, as far as I can see, until having sex with animals and having sex with kids become okay, this is like the toughest, most confusing line there is right now. Because what line would be as confusing after? Like anything, you go down the whole LGBT thing, and I promise you, trans is gonna be the toughest ones to understand.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the whole thing.
I feel like
a lot of people
because this one like it's literally like what you identify yourself as and how other people can identify you and how other people have to see you and how you want everybody to see you. It's like it's mad complicated. Gay, you're gay. You know what I mean? And society is not bad. It's not even like hated to be gay. It's not a hated thing. I won't even say trans 100% hated. It's just so confusing. What the fuck you gonna do with that? Mm-hmm. I don't know how to deal with a trans.
That's true. I don't know how to deal with a trans either.
How do you think you would deal with a trans?
I deal with a trans like.
I'm curious now. Like
if my bro walked up to me and said, "Yo, bro, I'll be honest with you, I think I'm a female or I am a female," I'm gonna look at the nigga like he's stupid. I'm gonna look at him like he's stupid.
I feel like at the end of the day, if someone.
I'm gonna respect it. I'm gonna respect. I'm like, bro.
Ass conversation because I am like.
I'm like, bro, you think you're a female? Cool. You're not a female. If you want me to call you Shirley Temple, I'll call you Shirley Temple. What? But if you come over here with fake titties and shit, I'm like, I'm gonna really wish you not bring that shit around me, son. Cause now I remember all the times we was just chilling and you lied to me about fucking bitches. Yeah. And I'm gonna realize you was just one of them niggas, bro.
We spoke about this 2 weeks ago about how some people say that as a facade.
What? Yeah, but like, I'm saying, not if it's my bro, not only is he lying.
We have a few friends that are just like, they say stuff just to say stuff, and they don't really mean it.
Yeah, that's different. That's different. That's a joke, you feel me? But if I find out they were serious, if I'm chilling with a bro, and every time I hang out with this nigga, I got one gay comment to say, like, bro, I suck that nigga dick. Just say he said one gay comment, but he like, I'm not gay, I fuck mad bitches. And I can kind of prove he fuck mad bitches. If that nigga come around me and he's gay, like, it's not that I have anything against gay people. The trust is gonna be lost off rip. Off rip, that nigga's trust gonna be lost. I don't care how you want to be respected. You be like, bro, I didn't want to admit it. The trust gone. Like, I got a gay friend I know since 9th grade. That nigga let it be known from rip he gay. And I joke around with him like he ain't one of my niggas. So every once in a while, I be like, bro, I'm not gay. Stop trying to flirt. It's a normal friendship with a little joke here and there. Yeah. You feel me? It's cool. But it's like once you hide it, nah, I can't fuck with it.
I feel you.
So how would you deal with
if your ID had transsexual on it? I could never complain because it's known.
It's known and
that's what I was about to say. What if you get to know? What if?
No. I ain't even lie to you. I ain't even trying to get to know him. I ain't even trying to get to know him.
If you see, off rip, if you meet someone and like they feel so bad.
Got the ghost.
We can talk about
said it's that ghost.
So if you meet someone, and out of the first conversation they let you know that they're trans, like they're not trying to get a relationship with you or anything. They just let you know that they're trans.
Real quick.
It's kind of like the same.
They never gonna sneak up on me like that because I look at hands, and the key to find out if it's a trans is looking at their big ass hands.
Legs too.
And they Adam's apple, boy.
Their legs too. What? If they legs mad hairy,
their hands be mad thick. Some shoes looking leather, boy. Because the surgery ain't gonna change your nasty looking ass hands.
Bringing it full circle real quick.
Facts.
Don't you?
Oh yeah, but as I was saying, Madrid.
Hello, my friends.
And let me bring it full circle.
I'm not disrespectful.
I'm not saying like what happened.
To bring it back to religion, I mean, isn't the face in your body supposed to be? I know you're an atheist, but
tattoos.
Okay, alright. So don't categorize me as an atheist.
She believes in a higher power. She just don't believe in that Bible.
That's not. That's not atheist. That's.
I know. She said she's not.
Do you know what atheist is?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
I felt like you said it before.
A person who does not believe in God until they're receiving further proof.
JP, look at me and
we need to run it back.
A person who does not believe in God until they get further proof.
Define atheist.
A person who does not.
I never said I was an atheist.
A person who does not believe in God until they get
episodes that we've had already.
We gotta go back to episode 2.
How about you do it? Because you still have to define this thing to me.
All right.
I definitely didn't miss
What is an atheist?
An atheist is someone who does not believe in God or any higher power.
And I never said that.
Well, it's not necessarily they don't believe in a higher power. They just don't believe in this.
They don't believe that there is a God.
Okay.
Never in my life.
But you believe there's a God.
I'm half and half. I'm not saying that there isn't, but I'm not saying that there.
She wants further proof. I forgot what you call those people.
Yeah, I forgot what they call. I'm the same thing.
I'm not really
agnostic.
Agnostic, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Atheist.
I'm an
Atheist my
agnostic.
ass. It's basically like I'm not disregarding the fact that there isn't one. It's just I believe that something is out there, but it correlates with the science of things. What did you just?
He said eggnog instead of agnostic.
Agnostic.
I just chose it for it.
So,
It's like people who say Valentine's Day. Like,
yeah, but JP. But if you go by the Bible, you can't get tattoos and piercings either. So
yeah, you can't cut your hair.
You can't have
So does
sex.
that mean every
You cannot
If you have
cut your
anything
hair.
outside of normal sex, ain't allowed either. You can't get BJ, you can't eat pussy, can't eat ass, can't fuck booty.
Isn't it you can't eat meat either?
No, you can eat meat. You can't eat pork. You can't eat seafood.
There you go.
I thought fucking booty was okay in the Bible.
No.
It's okay in the Bible?
Nah, just the niggas who wrote it was fucking booty, but they knew it wasn't okay.
Okay. That makes a lot
And
of
on
sense.
top of that, the
And
Bible's
boys,
misconstrued plenty of times.
Okay, so how do we know what to follow for our so-called God?
Well, that's your preference.
Well, I'm a 5%. I am God. I know to follow myself. That's the only nigga who has 100% proved to me what exists through my eyes. Every experience that I know exists is through my eyes. So anything outside of what I've seen, I just don't believe in half the time.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's like the way I see it. I'm the master of my own universe. I should be the one to shape my own future, not some higher power.
Yeah, especially when in the Bible it says God said He's done dealing with people and they're gonna do them. But
I'm kind of like I kind of wrap my mind around a whole bunch of things. So I'm not agnostic either. It's like I
take little bits and pieces.
Yeah,
like I respect other religions. I will gladly go to church with somebody if they ask me to. I'll go to a freaking mosque if they want me to. All that stuff. I'm open minded about a lot of things because at the end of the day, a lot of religions correlate with other religions.
Yeah.
So I'm not atheist, and I'm not agnostic. It's just I'm picking from things.
Sometimes I feel like
just to be moral at the end of the day. Just to be moral at the end of the day.
Yeah, like sometimes I feel like it's all a mix of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even science.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Like it's
you can't believe in God and science.
Science and
I feel like
religions kind of
religion
correlate.
don't mix.
On top of that, to me.
So, Will, what is your religion?
I'm supposed to be Catholic.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be Catholic.
I went to Catholic school from like pre-K to 8th grade.
I hated it.
I
hated it too. I did not learn proper math until I got into 9th grade.
I hated it because of the fact that we
had to do communion, sit in that church.
Communion, confirmation.
I didn't have confirmation. I was like, when am I getting
my parents made me do confirmation.
Every Saturday, every Friday.
I went to church every Wednesday.
Shit was insane.
Every Wednesday.
I honestly hated Catholic church. I ain't gonna lie.
Every Wednesday.
Not the church itself. Like, no disrespect for the people who are Catholic, but
hated the concept.
I hated not the concept, man.
The
just
process.
worshiping saints.
I hated the
Wasn't even worshiping
slowness
God.
of it. That every Catholic mass, like each thing, it's so friggin' slow. Like when I was little, I used to fall asleep. And it was like the little things that would come out of the seat. I hated kneeling on them shits.
And you were praying to like Mary and Joseph. You weren't praying to God. You were praying to Satan.
You can't approach just God, son. You can't
bro, there's a ghost there, bro. Everyone has.
Can we talk about haunted stuff real quick? Can we talk about haunted stuff real quick?
Sure, we have. Yeah, sure. Bringing it full circle. There might not be a God.
Oh wait,
if there isn't a God, then there's haunted buildings. We are in a haunted.
If there's a God, it's me.
We can wrap this in. So I know that some people like they believe in like Holy Spirit and stuff.
Yeah.
And then there are others that don't believe in spirits in general. Like know nothing. What are your thoughts? Like, do you believe in ghosts and stuff? When I was little, I used to be able to see them.
I'm gonna keep it a bug. I'm gonna tell y'all this story.
She was so real, son.
I was in a car accident.
I used to get touched and spoken to.
I'm being dead ass. Like I was in a car accident. This car accident happened right by a cemetery. Now I'm gonna keep it a real like $100. Like
no change.
When the car flipped, me and my uncle came out of the car accident completely unharmed, and the other people in the car was completely unharmed. But when we were in the air, bro, I swear to you, I felt like something was hugging me. No joke, I felt like something was hugging me and holding on.
It was me, bro.
Shut down.
no joke. Like honestly, I felt like there were hands around me, and it was gripping me to the chair. I didn't even have on my seatbelt. I did not have on my seatbelt. That's the crazy part.
Some people say that's science.
What can be the science behind that?
You know how like that ride in the music? I forgot the
when it goes so fast, you stay stuck to it.
How you stay pinned to something if you spin.
It was more of like a flip sideways.
If you spin anyway,
the gravity. It's quick enough gravity, you won't be able to.
Yeah. Where? The weight of you. So like you ever like pass me the bottle? So
this is why we need a camera.
Yeah, you see your beverage will stay in the same area.
It'll stay on the bottom. It's not going to be like all over the place.
Like I used to fill like bags with water and spin them, and then the water would fall out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So people argue with you that that's science, and then like people argue the spirituality of it and all that stuff.
Man.
And there's a lot of stories in my country.
If spirits exist, boy.
The Duen.
Or y'all come back in time and tell me how I can get any bitch, son.
Which one is creepy? Do you guys believe in folklore? Or like, do you guys like to listen to folklore stuff?
Yeah, I like creepypastas.
The Duen thing scares the shit out of me. It's
creepypastas.
Children, it's babies that died before they were baptized or something?
Yeah.
So when they come back, they don't have faces, their feet are backwards, and they wear straw hats.
Oh, some nigga in my college, boy, I had a speech class and some nigga said he saw that in India.
One of my friends said he saw that in a restaurant sitting in the
nigga said, this how he started the thing. He was like, do you guys, how do you say it? I don't got an Indian accent. Do you guys? Yeah, do you guys?
Hello, my friend.
Do you guys believe in the paranormal? Welcome to 7-Eleven.
What?
I'm like, yo, bro, chill. And they're like, what? I said,
look at 7-Eleven, my friend.
Oh my god.
That's not what I said. That's what
there
you
was
said.
This woman I saw in Trinidad.
Boy, let me finish, son. So he
go ahead. I'm just
he walks up
about this folk.
Nigga walks up to class. Do you guys believe in the paranormal?
No.
So then he tells a story, but everybody thought it was bullshit. But he told a story about he went to like some lake and I think he passed out. And when he passed out, he saw something with his feet backwards and no face. I'm like, damn, this nigga a cornball.
They call children to the forest.
This nigga keep playing Silent Hill.
I know about that story. They always used to tell us about that. But there was this other story. It's about this lady called Sakunya.
Sakunya's
Actually, fuck with this.
Is that the lady with the? Is that the bride?
The fire lady.
The fire lady. Okay.
Yeah.
The fire lady.
A shape-shifting Caribbean folklore character.
Yeah. I like to
keep that shit there.
That shit is amazing.
Keep that shit there.
It's an old woman by day, and by night she strips off her skin and pulls it in a mortar.
Yeah.
In her true form as a fireball.
Yep.
And she bites people.
I'm gonna throw water at the bitch.
She sucks the blood from their arms.
There are
I'm
ways
not gonna
to
be
get
able
them
to
away
sleep
from you.
if
It's
we
like the
continue
one.
talking about
I can get blood sucked by fire.
The bride.
No, I want to hear this because I'm trying to get caught with sleep paralysis and look at the monster.
Sleep paralysis. Yo, okay.
So I know when I get it. Like I mastered, I used to watch YouTube videos on how to get sleep paralysis, so I know when I'm gonna get it and I know how to get it.
We about to have a Halloween special when October comes around.
Sure.
Yeah, we all gonna watch videos on how to get sleep paralysis. We all gonna try to get it the same night.
Shit.
The same night.
If I die, I'm gonna wake up and beat your ass.
Yo, boy, like I really spent because I was like, everybody was talking about they had it before on Facebook, like in the summer. Well, they didn't talk about it, but last year, and I'm like, yo, I really want to find out. So I watched 10 YouTube videos about it. It's like you basically gotta keep waking yourself up. Like, you gotta stay up 24 hours. And you gotta stay up 24 hours, and you gotta set your alarm to wake you up every 5-6 minutes a couple times. Then one of the times you're just gonna knock out, and you gonna see a monster just pop up.
Nope.
That shit is crazy.
It's an actual monster.
It's like what happens is basically it's like you're dreaming, but you're still awake. But it's like a horror dream. No matter what, it's not gonna be a good dream. It's like a horror type dream. So your room is gonna look exactly the same, but you're not gonna be able to move. And then you're gonna hear noises like somebody talking, like a demon or some shit talking to you. No, and it's gonna be all black. It's gonna be all black, or they say it comes the form of a woman. And basically it just feels like somebody's choking you. And you can see them. It looks like they're choking you. But it's like you're dreaming still. You're not really getting choked, but you're dreaming. And they choke you out and shit.
You understand this happening? I'm sorry. There was one GP. So there was one. What's the bride name for Trinidadian folklore? Because I know that she's a really beautiful woman. She wears.
Hold up, time out. Why did that nigga walking by Ali creep me out, son? My thing one got that little creepy vibe.
Yeah,
no.
I did.
I think it's a
You got
ghost.
it?
He might be a ghost.
I didn't.
Y'all not serious.
We might all get caught with sleep paralysis tonight. I kind of hope so.
I sleep well when I'm sick.
That's what you think, boy.
Sometimes. There are ways to like get away from them. So like the one with the bride with the hooves. That's like 5 times I've fucking repeated this. You have to pick off all your clothes and put them back on backwards.
Oh hell no, you bugging the fuck out. Niggas like.
I think that's Laja Bless.
I think.
That's her name.
Yeah.
Laja Bless.
All I know is that sleep paralysis shit. That shit's no joke. So now I know whenever I'm gonna get it.
She only affects adult males though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep waking up like 5 times and it's still gonna be dark outside, or I'll get mad paranoid before I go to sleep. Like last time I got caught with it, the only reason I knew I was in sleep paralysis was because like I fell asleep with headphones in and Kanye's music was just playing while the whole thing happened. That's the reason I knew I was in sleep
What
paralysis.
happened to you when? What happened to you during sleep paralysis?
Yo, it's like you're gonna see something and it's gonna disappear, but it's gonna keep getting closer. But you're never gonna see it walk towards you. So like I saw it at my door. Yeah, I saw it at my door.
Why are we always looking at this door?
Right, so
guys,
like,
last podcast, we're all gonna die.
So you see the door, right? You see it at the door, and then you see it like looking at you from behind the trash can. The next thing you'll see it over here by the chair.
Nah.
And the next thing you'll see is like it's gonna be like right in front of you. And but your whole time you're going.
All right, bro. I need to go home and sleep tonight. I need to go home and sleep
It's not
tonight.
Yo, like I actually like got it once when I was trying to lucid dream, and then like it was not fun. But like I figured out that I was in sleep paralysis, and every time I have a really bad dream or a nightmare, I'm somehow able to calm myself down and get myself to wake up.
I was told that people that play video games have a really good time with their dreams, because when you play video games, you kind of like take control of the situation. So when you fall asleep and have dreams, you're able to control it.
Nah,
Kind
boy.
of like fight it off.
One time I almost got raped in my dream. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh no.
I controlled my dream. See, the crazy part was I actually controlled my dream, and I was fucking mad bitches. And next thing you know, I walked through a staircase, boy, and there's a mob of like 9 niggas came out of a van down some stairs, boy. And they said, "How you like it?" And I just woke up. I was like, "Oh, nah."
Goodbye. I have dreamed enough for tonight.
But nah, y'all gotta catch that sleep paralysis shit. That shit is fire.
Maybe one
That's
day.
a fact. That's a fact.
But
I'm gonna do it tonight.
thank you guys all for tuning in today.
That was a really quick podcast.
Yeah,
You trying to keep it shorter?
yeah. I'm trying to keep it shorter.
We went from LGBT to sleep paralysis.
We went from LGBT
I think we went full circle here. LGBT
to religion,
to spirits, to sleep paralysis. That's
How many times have you guys spoken about LGBT?
A couple. Yeah, twice, 2-3 times more.
I mean, this time was more like when do we draw the line instead of
like, is it okay?
problems that they bring. Anyway, this has been episode 6 of Let's Talk Not Argue. No arguing today. No arguing last week. We haven't argued since episode 3, unfortunately.